Welcome back to Angry Karens. We've got a great episode to get through today, guys. Hit that like button and let's get into it. First one up today is a Kevin that causes quite a large scene at a fast food restaurant. He is apparently upset with a very young employee, actually stating that he's intoxicated. Now, if that is the case, then fair enough, but I think more than likely he's just a young teenager that probably doesn't want to be at work. A couple of bystanders do actually try to get involved to, I guess, de-escalate the situation, and honestly, with very little success. Let's take a look at this Kevin going wild.
Cussed at me and he threw my money at me. For real. He just flat out cussed at me and threw, because I said that he looked high. Hey man, this has nothing to do with y'all. Butt out, please. Butt out. Butt out. Butt out. Please butt out. Please butt out. You know, ma'am, if I was wrong, then I'm wrong. I admit that I may have been wrong, but the way that he talked to me being a customer is not acceptable. He's what, 16 and I'm 43? He's a boy to me. You know, am I right or wrong? And then he threw my money at me. The cameras don't lie. The cameras do not lie. And see, that's what's wrong with y'all young folks now. Y'all don't respect y'all's elders. Even if I was wrong, you should have respected me.
Next one up today definitely has the feel of a Karen type situation in terms of not minding your own business and just trying to be, I suppose, the boss of the situation. But as this clip goes along, you start to realize that the young child these Karens in question are talking to is quite rude and quite disrespectful. It's a little disappointing, especially considering his friends are around and they're actually telling him to just be quiet. Let me know what you guys think with this one and let's get into it.
When you go, you need to apologize to her right now.
I ain't apologizing.
Here, I'm filming you just in case.
You said you heard him? I'm not apologizing.
You can't do
You heard him? Where's your mother?
apologize.
Where's your
You
mother?
can't do that.
¿Dónde está tu mamá? ¿Dónde está tu mamá?
Just say you're an
Te
orphan.
apuesto que tu mamá
Say
va a
you're an
estar con mucha vergüenza.
Say you're an orphan.
¿Sí o no?
Just apologize. I don't know what's wrong with you. She didn't even talk to you. And you're just like disrespecting her for
Big
that.
booty booty? Yeah,
She
because you
did
were
talk.
cursing.
Wait,
and I
booty
said, what is that? I said, you don't curse at your age.
You're like, you're
You
sorry
can't
for
control
her
me.
husband. You don't say that, dude.
Okay.
You learn to respect. We're in a park. There's kids around you.
You're lucky that I wasn't with my husband because he would punch you for you having a dirty mouth. Do you understand that? If I wasn't with my son, I would do something to you. I dare him to touch him. I dare him to touch me. Look at him. Look at
You recorded that too, right?
Next one up today could be a little bit older due to the subject matter. I hadn't seen it at all, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of you that haven't. And it is a proper Karen meltdown. Now, this has occurred at a protest over in America, and I think by now we know that protests most definitely bring out all sorts of people. Now, I will say that this type of situation is a little bit controversial, so for this clip, let's just try and see the light side and see how crazy this Karen is. Let's get into it.
Black lives don't matter at all to me. White lives matter. You've had everything. Free everything. Blacks have been coddled for years. Free college. Free everything. Your test scores are higher. Everything. Free college. Free everything. And it's still not enough and never will be. Never will be.
So you're saying that's what I'm hearing. Sorry, what's your
Black
name?
lives don't matter to me.
Can I get your name, please?
Now, I couldn't see or hear any real reason as to why this altercation started in the first place, but once again, it's at another food restaurant, and from what I can see, it appears that Karen is very offended by the way that a 17-year-old has spoken to her or something along those lines. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure, but this situation escalates really quickly, and I don't know about you guys, but I just cannot foresee a situation that I would lose my mind over some food. Let's take a look.
No, you didn't. Oh, okay. Hello, life, bro. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, great.
How old are you?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. You're working with a little ass kid.
You need to act like a little ass kid then. Watch your mouth. I need somebody's number. Come here, sir. get something.
I'll get something.
I want my money back. Take the food, I want the money back. And I want a number for somebody.
It's called online.
Call who?
It's called Google.
You can look it up online. What am I Googling? Give me my money back.
Next one up today is probably one of the weirdest situations that I've come across in quite some time, and you can see virtually straight away that the employee is probably thinking about the same. And I won't spoil what this is over, but basically there's a young woman that's gone to purchase something from the frozen section. She ends up coming across something that completely shocks her and catches her off guard, and obviously lets the business owner or the employee know straight away, but that's when some confusion comes in. Let's get into it.
Hey, you know it's a whole human in your icebox.
$2.
Huh?
$2.
Some dude in there getting high in your icebox. Crazy. I was trying to get me some ice.
Ice but $2 bag.
Huh?
One bag $2.
No, it's a whole human in your...
Small bag.
No, it's a person in your icebox.
I box. Yes.
It's a person in there.
I have no idea.
Like me, I'm a person, sir. It's a whole person in your icebox.
Ice box is $2.
I know. It's a person in there.
I don't idea.
He don't understand. Person in your cooler.
Yes.
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 No, it's a person like me sitting in your cooler.
No.
There's a whole human in this. Hold on. Trying to get.
Next one up isn't actually in English, although there isn't a lot of talking in it. I thought I would throw this one in there, and you guys can let me know if you like these types of clips. But it's always nice to know and see other types of countries have Karens too. This one is on an aeroplane, and let me know if you've got any ideas at all as to why this Karen is losing her mind. I'll give you a hint. It's probably something to do with around the responsible service of something. But anyway, let's take a look at what happens.
Cabin crew can disarm this line over only the front doors.
You guys are great. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe for daily Karen content.